Suspected cases of abuse or neglect of a child, you may be fined $500,000 or spend 6 months in jail. The Child Care and Protection Act protects all children. A child refers to any person 0 to 18 years. The Act, however, gives special attention to children who are in danger of being or have been abandoned, neglected, or abused. Children who have committed offenses and are before the court. Disabled children and children living with HIV/AIDS.
Stop! Don't turn a blind eye to child abuse, child neglect, and child labor. If you know or even suspect child abuse, call the Children's Registry. Together, we can make a difference.
For a number of years, the Violence Prevention Alliance has been taking inner-city youths out of their element, putting them behind the lens and helping them to see the world, their world, in a different light. This week, we revisit some of the past beneficiaries and hear how they responded to the question, to shoot or not to shoot.
20 inner-city youth have snapped. They are steeled with lenses, rechargeable batteries, unbridled enthusiasm, and a flashy how-to list of photography.
We check the lens like to zoom in and zoom out and the more shutter speed and so, and getting more light and stuff.
Made a frame it properly and make sure there's too much space over your head and too much in front. Yeah.
Better photographer one that are not expected. Yeah, the one that are not, persons are not aware of what you're doing. You just know that the picture just taken, that was more interesting photograph.
Balance and frame, that's basic.
The camera is focused on the object or whatever you're trying to take and snap.
The teens have eagerly clinched the art and with it a new focus on life.
I'm from Dunkirk, and in Dunkirk we have a lot of war and thing, you know, but we just try to stay out of the gunshot and all that stuff. And we just try to do a little camera thing and so I can go on first and thing, you know.
Ramon, his brother Ruel, and some 18 other inner-city youngsters were introduced to photography in a summer workshop organized by the Violence Prevention Alliance. The program, styled Click to Shoot or Not to Shoot, aims to provide the teens with a viable, exciting alternative to the lifestyle to which several are exposed. Some of the participants are still not sure what drew them to the program, but they say that those 4 weeks in summer have ignited their lives. Others, like Narisha, believed the onus was upon her to reveal the flicker of promise, which burns defiantly amidst the so-called irredeemable.
I asked a lot of questions, and they said to me, why do you think you should be picked for this? I said, because in my community there's a lot of well-educated person in it. And if I get chosen, it shows what we can do. And Kelisha, which one of our tutors, was very touched by what I said, and here I am.
The youngsters insist that all is not lost in their communities. There are still strands of hope somewhere, and one thing they have come to realize is that it mostly resides with them. The amateurs returned to their communities not merely prepared to point and shoot, but to think before they do, weigh the consequences of their actions and make wise choices.
I learned even about HIV and AIDS and bullying and them things and conscious thinking and them things there. And not making nobody feel no useful. Try to do the best you can, do them influence you for do a lot of good things.
We learn how to not bully each other, not how to speak to each other, how to not get too angry with each other. We know to reason out things and, you know, and like that.
The photography/values and attitudes concept was a seamless fit for several corporate entities. In a social climate like ours, they understand all too well that their viability improves by just supporting the newfound interest of 20 inner-city youth. Thankfully, 20 new youngsters have been drawn to the light.
And that's a wrap for today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. Do remember to send your comments to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. You can also view this program at www.jis.gov.jm. I'm Samantha Allen. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.